So about a year ago, I made a video similar to this where I went through all my precons. And some of you were pretty respectful, but a lot of you did not like it. And the biggest piece of criticism I got was that I had not played the decks, which is a very bold stance to take. However, I wanted to go ahead and lean into that. Behind me are all of my personal decks that I have built that you have not played. Yes, this video is dripping with salt. But at bare minimum, this should at least provide a very concentrated way for you to get a whole bunch of deck ideas. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into the rankings. Let's go and start off with some of the ones that are in F tier, because those are not even playable, or they're just concepts that I haven't fully fleshed out yet. So right now we have Nekusar, Draw Hate, Wheel, Brago, Flicker deck, and Rat Tribal, Mono Black Rat Tribal, which I believe is Harmonix. Yeah. I think Finn the Fangbear is also not done. Yeah, no, that's just a whole bunch of one-drop Death Touchers, but this one is not done yet. So that's unfortunately also getting F tier. However, that is almost a C tier if it was playable. John Arenicus. This one is done. However, this one isn't really competitively viable. This one's more just fun to throw out whenever you're just casual with friends. So I'm gonna put that at a C, just for funsies. So, here's another concept one. Yeah, Light Paws, Enchantment Tribal. That's an F. That's not even sleeved. Let me know down in the comments if you have any better Dimir Fairy Tribal commanders. Right now it looks like I have Obira as my commander on that one. However, I feel like there's better options. Also F. And Yuriko, the Tiger Shadow. That's also in there, but also not done yet. So that's a F. Animar, Soul of Elements. This one is actually fully fleshed out. I did have some problems with like the mana base in this one. However, this one can pop off really hard and can go infinite. Yeah, we're gonna put this at a B just because it's not consistent, but it is fun and you can get some really big stuff out. Cranko. I'm also gonna put this one at a B. Kind of in the same vein. It doesn't really go infinite, but it can go it can utilize some exponential growth. Plus, it's a pretty cheap, fun deck for anyone who's just starting off. Kenrith. This one is not done. I actually forget, what was the concept behind this one? Oh, that's right. This was built around the legend of King Arthur. I have not dedicated the time necessary to work that one. So that one's also getting an F. Let's see what else in here. So this is technically a deck that I've made. We'll think about that one in a little bit. Jace Vryn's Prodigy. I'm gonna put this one at a C. Kind of in the same vein as Jace, or not Jace, as John. It's playable, it's not good, but it is fun because it's a whole lot of draw. Okay, so up next we have Atraxa Praetor's Voice, this is my Infect Poison Counters deck. I'm gonna put this one at an A. Pretty much anything with Atraxa is going to be really, really powerful. However, this deck did almost get repurposed as Atraxa Super Friends, and then All Will Be One came out, and then, yeah, so no, that's an A tier. That one's a really good one. What is this? Oh, this one's sad. I need to finish this one. So this is Edgar Markov Vampire Tribal. Unfortunately, that one needs to go in F as well. That one's not done. However, I could probably finish it just by throwing a whole bunch of vampires. Should it be? No, it's not done, so it's an F. Okay. Toxrill. I am going to put this one at an A. I think it goes without saying, but Toxrill is one of my stax decks. I would put Toxrill higher up on S. The only problem with Toxrill is kind of like Turgid, it is a kill on sight commander, and you have to have a conversation about playing stacks before you get into it. Otherwise, it's just gonna suck. Oh, here's another. Okay, so if down in the comments if you have any Simic merfolk commanders. That would also be greatly helpful because I have the idea of wanting to do merfolk tribal. But right now the current commander is Nikonzil, current conductor. I think that's how you pronounce that. Yeah, but that's more like exploring and all that jazz. So that's an F. And okay, so that clears this up. Oh, actually, okay, here is a different kind of deck. However, this is a deck that I still made. This is my Dan deck, which is a game within Magic the Gathering. If you don't know what Dan is, go check out Ristic Studies. They have a really good video on this game. Basically, it's a great way to introduce the stack, but I'll probably talk about it as a video at some point in the future. I'm going to put this at a B. It's not a commander deck. However, it is still really fun. It uses 100 cards, I think. Now, here are my weekly players. So next up we have Kalia of the Vast. First off, I got this card whenever it was like $10-ish, and then WotC decided to like reprint it a few dozen times, so it kind of pains me that this $10 card, it was now like $1. But anywho, let's put her at, I'm going to put this at a C, B. Yeah, C. We're gonna put Kalia at a C. She is not, yeah, we're going to put Kalia at a C. She is fun if she gets out. However, she is not consistent whatsoever. Okay, so up next we have, yeah, okay, so this is my first Sliver tribal deck. This one, let's put at an A. That one can pop off really, really hard, and that one tends to be pretty consistent. But it's still not overly competitively viable. I think there is a infinite combo in there. Yes, there is one with Sliver Queen and Mana Echoes. Almost an S, but I'm going to jump ahead actually because, oh hey, I have a Diabolic Tutor for some reason. Probably shouldn't have done that. Apparently I didn't clean this out. So that means that this is, okay, this is my cEDH deck, and this is an S tier. That is Food Chain Sliver cEDH. Very powerful, very dangerous. Which ironically is right next to what I do consider to be probably my most dangerous deck, which is Turgid. I'm gonna put her at an S as well, only because she is a hair away from being competitive. She's stronger than the first Sliver tribal. There is still room for improvement, but she's deliberately toned down so that way she's playable and doesn't immediately make everyone else at FNM sad. So, okay, let's go with something that's a little bit nicer. Gargos Hydra Tribal. Yeah, this one's going to be, or is it a B? You know what, actually, it's going to be a B. Just because it is purely just for fun. However, it is not competitively viable at all. I do have a Selvala combo with Staff of Domination. Outside that, it's just fun, make big thing, whatever. But it is very hyper attuned to how I like to play. So, no, it's a B. It's a B. Next up, we have Grand Arbiter Taxes. Realizing how much stax I play. I'm also going to put this one at a B, mostly for the fact that aside from grinding the game down to a screeching halt, there's not really a really big win condition. It's more debilitating than aiming for an actual strategy. Next up, let's knock out the Aristocrat decks. We have Chatterfang Squirrel General. This one is an A. This one's an A tier. That one, again, it can go infinite in a couple ways, but it's kind of rare for those infinite combos to pop off. Where this one gets the A ranking though is that it is very consistent and there's a lot of different ways to just build your board state out of just relying on the commander. So that one is really solid. And my other Aristocrat deck, which is making its first appearance on this channel, is Yawgmoth, Thran Physician. This one I am also going to put at an S tier. So that one is very, very aggressive. I like to call that one Oops Infinite. Just because most of the time other people will kind of see some of the combos I'm going for before I see it, which isn't always the thing that you want out of that. However, it is very, very powerful, and it's kind of, in my opinion, like the embodiment of a mono black strategy, which is using your life to do really cool shit. Oops Infinite number 2, that is Emery, Lurker of the Lock. I'm going to put this one at a yeah. While it has the ability to accidentally have infinite combos that usually I miss, it is still very powerful. However, I do get a migraine every time I play it, which isn't always what you want, but sometimes it's fine, whatever. Up next, what used to be my veto deck is now Kirk, Son of Yawgmoth. He's not as good as Dad. You know what, I've ragged on the Sanguine Bond Exquisite Blood combo way back when, so I'm going to put him at a B. It's a very basic combo. Now you can gain a metric ton of life and you can use an Aetherflex Reservoir to finish the job. Outside of that though, it's not overly powerful, but it's also kind of, it's the middle ground between Yawgmoth and Edgar. Last but not least, we have Tatiova Benthic Druid. Now, this one I just, Landfall, in case you didn't know. This one is actually really fun, and I do have a deck tech on this one, but I'm also going to put this one at a B. Yeah, I'm going to put this one at a B, just because, again, while fun, I don't think there's any infinite combos in that one. But outside of that, that one's just a little bit more fun, low stakes, and you just get to do really cool shit every single time you play a land. But with that being said, thank you so much for watching, and if you do have opinions on my decks for some reason, do let me know down in the comments below. Aside from that though, I am curious to see if any of these concepts were interesting to you, or if you want to try and make any of these. Aside from that, thank you so much for watching. Also, new office, so I should be getting some normal uploads, and I'll see you all in the next one.